This is Dolynny TV Oilers fans and Dolynny TV fans. Welcome back to another edition of the NHL 19 Edmonton Oilers franchise mode. And today, well, I took into account some viewer comments I got on the last episode. Of course, we opened up last episode into year number 3. We played 10 games. We're 5-5. It's been a brutal start, right? 5-5, not exactly what we expected out of the reigning Stanley Cup finalists. We lost out to the Columbus Blue Jackets in year 2. But here's the thing. Now we've got all these kids. We got to work them in. We got to hope they work. Well, Peyton Krebs has kind of worked out pretty all right. He's had 3 goals, 1 assist. He's played on the third line, the second line. He's played around so far in 10 games. He's done better than he did last year, right? He's got 4 points instead of 0 after the 10-game mark. And really what it comes down to is getting Connor McDavid and Jesse Puljujarvi getting points, right? They are kind of leading the way with 6 points each. But we've struggled to figure out what's going on. Kailer Yamamoto, same thing, he's led. But Nando Eggenberger, this is the tough one for me. He's only had 2 assists. He's had all that ice time. It's been a tough task. So he's going to find himself on that fourth line. We're going to hope he can kind of solve his own issues out there for sure. And then you've got Johansson, Bjorkstrand, Strome, and Nugent-Hopkins moves over to the wing. He was very successful there last season. Like you're going to see, I believe it was a 60-point campaign. 62 points for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins last year. So at 85 overall, we're hoping he can come in and make a big of a difference with Ryan Strome on that third line. Oscar Klefbom, Ryan Pulock remains our top pair. Benning and Nurse, but now Ethan Bear draws in for Evan Bouchard. I really don't like making this move, and I really think Joe Morrow should sit instead, but the fact is Morrow scored the points, so we're going to give him 5 games. He doesn't score another one, we're going to move him out for Evan Bouchard. It's as simple as that. The goaltending is looking rather okay. 929, 221 goals against average, a shutout and 5 wins. Jonas Korpisalo, not exactly the issue. Calvin Pickard, not an issue at all. Yes, sure, 3.01 goals against average. Here's the thing, 923 save percentage, wash it. It was a high-scoring game, whatever. He lost in a 3-2, 3-1 game. I can't blame the goaltending in a 3-1 game if we're losing 3-goal games. So we face New Jersey in game number 11 of the season. Holy crap, I think the whole roof's going to blow off here, how windy it is outside, man. Okay, crazy. Either which way, Jesse Puljujarvi, like I mentioned, he's the guy who gets the benefit of being the points leader for the Oilers at this point of the year. Washington, New Jersey, Carolina, and then who else do we have? Columbus. And oh man, we go on an Eastern Conference swing. We need to win games here in these 5. So let's go see if we can do it against New Jersey, who are also 5-5 opponents, and need a big victory there. We got it. We won 6. We're up to 6-5. Now we get shut out 3-0 by the Capitals at home, and then against the Capitals we win 3-2. Right? Just a weird balance so far this season. Now we're all of a sudden up to 9-6. That's huge. Okay, that feels a lot better. We won against New Jersey 5-0. That's huge, and then we got shut out. Okay. Balance the offense, 2.5 goals a game. I can take that. Let's finish this Eastern Conference swing against the Montreal Canadiens. 3-2 shootout win, huge for us. Good job, bit weaker than normal of a draft class. Here's the problem. None of our losses have been in overtime or a shootout so far this year. We really struggled last year. That's why we didn't finish where we should have. Here's the thing. We need to get some more of those losses this year. Although, even with 16 games played, we sit in second place in the Pacific Division at this point of the year, so I'm really enjoying that. That's a great start to the year for us. Just gotta hold on and maintain it. Jesse Puljujarvi gets 4 points in 6 games. That's a little bit of a benefit, but nobody really shone and took a lead. Although, hold on, yes, somebody did. 7 points in 6 games played for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins at 27 years old. Bingo. That's what we're looking for. Yamamoto, McDavid, Bjorkstrand's up to 9. Marcus Johansson, who's up to 9 as well in 16 games. Here's the thing, we moved him onto a second power play unit. He's shooting less than he did last year, right, in terms of percentage goal-wise. So he has only 2 power play points, but he's only played 6 games on the power play. So that's a massive increase for us. And everybody else, you see, they're managing. Draisaitl only 8 points, he'll rebound. Krebs only 4 points. So now, honestly, with Eggenberger getting a couple of those points, I am tempted. I'm really tempted to move up and get Nando Eggenberger back onto that top line. Joe Morrow, he goes 6 games without a point, so we're going to take him out of the lineup. There's our changes, right? We saw what we need to do. It makes sense now. Peyton Krebs demoted to the 4th line, although that's where his role kind of is on this team, right? He's that guy who's just a spark plug, kind of similar to a Zach Kassian, but as a 4th line forward, medium elite potential, I don't like moving him down to the 4th line. But Nando Eggenberger brings a completely different game, an 89 offensive awareness, 90 defense, so he's your defensive guy. He's got 86 passing. His slap shot and his wrist shot are coming along finally, so you got to believe Nando Eggenberger is the guy to get up there on that first line with Connor McDavid and Jesse Puljujärvi. That's so weird to me to hear Jesse Puljujärvi on that top line, but we all know how it happened in year 1. It just did not work with Ty Ratty, and Nugent Hopkins struggled out of the gate too. So against Winnipeg, 3-1 loss. Of course, that's a big loss there, 5-3. So we score more goals, but we haven't scored more than 3 goals since the New Jersey game. 2-0 shutout, and all of a sudden this 9... Oh my, that was a terrible move to get... Oh, Jesus. Oh. 5-game losing streak. Okay, maybe those lines don't work. Peyton Krebs, definitely not a guy you want on the 4th line, I guess. But what did Nando Eggenberger do so wrong? Connor McDavid only gets 3 points in those 5 games. Eggenberger gets 2 points. Jesse Puljujärvi, 4 goals, 7 assists, so he's got 11 points. And Yamamoto up to 4 goals and 8 assists. So we'll move up to Yamamoto to the first line. Eggenberger down, Peyton Krebs up to 5 points. Okay, you know what? Let's not worry too much. My lights are flickering. That's kind of got me sketching out. I'm gonna unplug my laptop really quickly here because I really can't afford to have my laptop go crazy, and that kind of messed up OBS for a second. Bear with me if we've got a mess. But let's go see what the defense is doing and what's going wrong there. Ryan Pulock, 4 points, 6 points out of Clefbaum. Nurse, 2 points, and Ethan Bear, 2 points in 11 games, so he's been a lot more of a benefit. Joe Morrow, like I said, we need to take him out for Evan Bouchard and see what we can do with Evan Bouchard on that unit. So let's go. Let's go rip this. We'll go a couple more games, and we'll see what the Oilers can do as we kind of juggle the lines early in this season, that is for sure. It's been a tough go, especially the last 5 games, and let's see what these next 5 games bring for us against St. Louis. 3-1 loss. Oh man, this is just not going the way we need it to. 2-0 loss. Suddenly we are just getting buried. 5-4 loss. What is going on, boys? Call a team meeting or something. This has been absolutely ugly. Marcus Johansson, they want they want to take a lot of salary from us, but that isn't... What are you doing, Detroit? That's a terrible deal for us. Finally, we get back into the win column with 2 victories, a 4-3 and a 2-1. And we're 12-13-1. Man, why couldn't those losses been in overtime? That's just ugly. Scout ranks, this is good news for us. Let's go double check this and see where we are ranking our guys. Well, Rob McCann, kind of the top guy. Kalle Ragnarsson, he's moved up to 2nd overall. Latinen's moved down. Cox is there, and you see we've got a good scout on pretty much everybody in the top 8. We've got a good scout on. Now the question is, what I like to do every time we do one of these drafts is find some gems, and you see Harry Cam is a draft gem, and so is this Solomon Wheeler. So another American looking like a really good pickup for us in this draft if we can get him there. 2-1 shootout win over top of Anaheim, so suddenly we're back to 500 hockey. Thank goodness. We've fallen out of a playoff spot by a large margin. Well, 7 points. 16 points for Leon Draisaitl, and you see 27 games have passed and we have not done much of anything this year. Goal scoring has been the issue. 27 games in, we don't have a 10 goal scorer. We don't even have a 7 goal scorer. We only have a 6 goal scorer, and a lot of big old minuses on this team. The best plus is Nando Eggenberger with a +1. Joe Morrow and Zach Kassian, your guys with what, 0s, and then everybody else is a minus. I don't know. Do you blame the goaltending at this point? You really can't, though. You really cannot blame the goaltending. It has been just an ugly, horrendous start from the offense, and we need to solve that. So let's go double check one last time what we're working with offensive numbers, and if we're giving up too many power play chances or something. Goals for 2.04 a game. Yeah, there's a reason we're losing hockey games, boys. Goals against, one of the best in the Western Conference, I would imagine. Anaheim and Calgary are the only better in our division. There's a reason we're doing all right. Our power play percentage, everybody's power play is down so far this year, but we're only operating with a 15.3 with the power play guys we have. Oh man, that is brutal. Our penalty kill percentage through the roof though, 87.7. So our penalty kill isn't a problem, it is our power play guys. We need to solve that as quickly as possible. I'll show you the lines, I'll show you the power play, and then we will get solving this early on this year, 27 games in. So there's the power play. Draisaitl, Yamamoto, Pulock, Clefbaum. I think you got to move up Johansson, and the big question is, who are we missing on that power play? It would be Bjorkstrand for sure. So let's change in current line. That dynamicizes this power play, if that's even a word. But guys, I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. I will catch you guys in the next one.